Hey, what's up everyone, this is Atika Budari from Extra Coding YouTube channel. So friends, in today's video we're gonna learn sets. Okay, so what is set? Set is an unordered collection of unique data. Okay, so to make a set, let's make a variable first, s, and then we represent set using curly brackets. Okay, so here we will put curly brackets and then we will put the values. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are the values of my set. So if you remember, we used to represent dictionary also using curly brackets, right? But in sets there's no key value pair like dictionaries. Okay, so now if I print my set, see, here it is, right? Now here, as you can see in the definition, it is written, it is unordered collection of unique data. Means there is no order of the data, right? If you run it 2-3 times, you'll find out that the values do not really print in the same order as we have passed, right? It's not changing the positions right now, but after some time it may change their position, and maybe 2 can come to first position and 5 can come to the middle position and so on, right? Means set is not ordered collection, right? So the values can be jumbled. Okay, so here, as it is written, it is unordered collection of data. We can't use indexing on sets, right? So here if I write print s and then if I write 2, indexing 2, then you'll see that it will throw an error. See, set object is not subscriptable, right? So as it is unordered, we cannot use indexing on it. Now, okay, so as you can see, it is written unordered collection of unique data. So what does unique data means? Unique data means sets do not allow duplicates. So if I make some duplicates also here, so let's say 2 and 1, 3, and then again 2, then again 2, 1. Okay, so I made some duplicates of 2, 3 and 4 as well. Okay, so now if I run it, see, only 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are there. The rest of the duplicates have been removed. Hope it's clear to you. So that's what it means by unique data. Okay, so if you remember, in dictionaries also duplicate keys were not allowed, right? If there were 2 keys of the same name, they used to overlap each other. That's what is happening right here. Okay, so all these values have been deleted because these values have been occurred before also. Okay, so hope it's clear. Now suppose if you have a list like this, so as you are seeing that there are many duplicates in the list, so if you want to remove it, you can remove it using a very simple way. So you can write it something like this, set L. So this set method will convert the list into set, and if the list will be converted into set, set will not allow duplicates and all the duplicates will be removed. And then after that, if you want, you can again convert it into list. So now if I run my program, you'll see that it's a list and all the duplicates have been removed. Okay, so hope it's clear to you. Now let's see how to add data to the sets. So let's remove this data for now. So here, if I write s dot add 6. So, okay, so wait a second, I have to print it also. Print s. So as you're seeing that 6 has been added to our set. So add method is used to add the data to the sets. Okay. Now let's move on to removing data. How to remove data? So here you will write s dot remove, and inside the brackets we will put the value. So here we will write 3. We cannot give indexing here because, as you know, it is unordered collection of data. So that's why there's no order, and that's why we cannot use indexing as well. So here we have to give the value only. We have to give the data that we want to remove. And then now if I print my s, see, 3 has been removed from our set. But now if I print, if I remove something that is not there in my sets, so here if I write 10, okay, so as you can see 10 is not there in my set. So you'll see it will throw an error. See, it is throwing a key error. So that's why we use discard method instead of remove method. So here if I write s dot discard, and here we will write 3. So let me just comment this out. Okay, now if I run it, you'll see that 3 has been removed using discard method. But now if I give here a number that is not in my set, so see, it won't throw any error. As you can see here, it won't throw any error, and it won't delete any value as well. Okay, so I think discard method is more good. So now let's move to clearing sets. How to clear sets? So it's simple. You just have to write s dot clear, and done. Your set has been cleared. Set has been cleared. So that's why it is giving set like this, because there's nothing in my set right now. So let me just comment this out. Okay, and now let's see how to make a copy of set. So to make a copy of set, we have to make a variable first. So s1 is equals to s dot copy. Now again some of you will say that why there's a need of making a copy when we can just simply write it like this. So about this I told you in my previous lectures when I was teaching you about dictionaries also, that why making a copy is important. But still I'll tell you again that why making a copy is important. So here if I write it like this, s equals to s, s1 is equals to s. So now the Python will treat both the sets, that is s1 and s, the same way. Means if one value is added to s1, that value will be added to s as well. And if a value is deleted from s1, it will get deleted from s as well. So let me show it to you. If I write s1 dot add, here if I write 7, okay, Now let me print both of my sets S1 and S2. Sorry, S, the initial set. Okay. So here as you can see 7 has been added to both the sets, right? Which is not good. If I want the value to be add or delete from only S1, so we cannot use it like this, S equal to S1. For that I have to make a copy only. So if I write S dot copy, see, now S1 is a copy of S. Now Python won't treat both of them the same way. If any value is added or deleted to S1, deleted from S1, so it won't get added or deleted from S, the initial set. Okay. So now let me show it to you. If I add 7 here, so now you'll see that here 7 has been added to S1 set, but it hasn't been added to set S. Okay. So hope it's clear to you. So now let's see union and intersection. Okay. So here union and intersection. So they both are used to merge the sets. Okay. The sign of union is a pipe and the sign of intersection is and. Right. So here if I have two sets S1 and S2, let me comment this out. Okay. So if I have two sets here S1 and S2, you can see that in S1 I have the values 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in S2 I have the values 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 7, 8. Okay, so let me comment this out first. So here is print S1 union S2. Okay, so let's just run it. See, here it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here both of these sets have been merged, right? But as I told you that sets do not allow duplicates. So that's why as the both sets have been merged, they have removed the duplicates and the numbers are there only for ones. Right? As you can see here, they are only occurring once. There's no duplicate. So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they have removed 3 and 4 from here. And then they have written 5 and 6. And it has written 7 and 8. It has left 2. Right? Because it is already there in my S1 set. Right? So that's what union does. Right? Now if I print S1 intersection S2, you'll see that the values are 2, 3 and 4. Why they are 2, 3 and 4? Because when we use intersection, the values that are reoccurring in both the sets make up another set. Right? In union, the values which are not same in both of the sets make up another set. As you can see here, it is another set. But in intersection, the values that are same in both of the sets make up another set. So here 2, 3 and 4 are the values that are same in both of the sets. So that's why there is 2, 3 and 4 as the values. Okay. So hope it's clear to you. And now let's see how to check whether a particular data is in your set or not. Okay. So now here if I write if 3 or let's say 1 in S. That is my this set, this one. Okay. So I'm checking whether 1 is in my set or not. So if 1 in S, print present. Okay. Else print not present. Okay. So now if I run my program, you'll see it is present because 1 is there in my set. So this is how we check whether a data exists in the set or not. Okay. Now let's see how can we use loop on set. So it's simple. So here we just have to write for I in S, and then we have to print the I. So as you can see, it has printed all the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So these are the values. And if you are saying that from where does this 6 came from, so if you remember that we added 6 here, right? So that's how we use for loop here. Now let's move again to the set, and now if I print or if I add a value 1.0, so do you think both the values 1 and 1.0 will be there in my set? Do you think? Well, if you think yes, you're absolutely wrong. So here, as you can see here, only 1 is there. 1.0 is not there. You know why? Because 1 and 1.0 have the same value, right? But if I write here 1.1, so now if I run my program, 1.1 will be there, as you can see here, because they are different values, right? Now if I write 1 in string, so now just a second. So here, as you can see, 1 is there. But why is it there? Because there's already a 1. So why is it there? Because the data types of both ones are different. It is an integer and it is a string. That's why Python is considering both of them different. That's why it is there. So here in sets we can store any type of data. So here they are integers, float, strings, and but if you want to store list in it, so 1, 2, 3, and if after this if you want to store a tuple in it, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, right? So now if I run it, you can see that it is giving an error unhashable type list. So the data types like list, tuples and sets cannot be stored in a set. Okay. Yeah, but data types like string, integer, floats, they can be stored in sets. Okay. So hope it's clear to you. And here one more thing guys, here as you have converted the list into set, So the order might be changed. You know why? Because set is unordered collection of data. So when you are converting into set, the order might get changed. So if you want the data of list to be in the form or to be in the order that you have passed, then you should not use set like this. Okay, so here let me just write order can be changed here. So you need to remember that. Okay, so now hope you remember that how we use for loop. It's simple as we did in previous, as we did with previous data types, and if is also same, right? And hope you understand the work of union and intersection. So right, that's it for today's video. See you soon in my next video, guys. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.